I want to go back to the storm where you likened the conditions to the 98 Sydney to Hobart. In moments like that, when your boat was knocked down 4 times throughout that storm, the third being the worst, did you question your judgment?
That was a really interesting storm because I wasn't expecting that particular storm to get as bad as it did, but I was expecting a bad storm somewhere along the lines. I was expecting knockdowns. That does make it a lot easier. I had my head around knockdowns before I left. I remember sitting just down here and joking with a mate about making bets on how many knockdowns I was going to have. I had less than I actually expected.
How many did you suspect?
Quite a few. I was thinking more like 12, so, half's
Wow.
pretty good. But I do remember there were a few moments in the middle of that storm that even though you know the boat's set up to take this, even though you know there's no reason why everything shouldn't be right, you do start questioning it. Your head starts running through the sensible, practical things you need to be worrying about, again, sort of checklists and what is the worst case scenario. But there was definitely a moment there where you start going, well, what does happen if the boat falls apart? How can it possibly stand up to this? What's going on? And that's really interesting what goes through your head at moments like that. And it's kind of scary because you think about it and you go, well, what will happen will happen. And it wasn't until I started thinking about, gosh, I'm putting my family through something right now, and God, I'm going to hang on. Don't know what I'm going to do, but God, I'm going to hang on to get back and to not make this any harder for them than it already is. And it was a really interesting moment, realising, I suppose, how much they meant to me and how much it was important for me just to do everything I could to get through it.
Do you think it was those moments that perhaps did change you? You mentioned in your book that you feel like the journey has changed you, but was it those moments?
Yeah, definitely. I think realising that, getting to that point where you were so scared and you don't know what's going to happen, and realising that that's the thing that you're going to hang on for, not for yourself, not because I don't want to get hurt. I'd accepted those things. I wasn't worried about them. It was realising that I didn't want to put my family through it anymore. Not that I even wanted to see them, which of course I did, but that was really what triggered with me. And that sort of taught me, I suppose, how important it is to have good people around you, family and friends. It's such a simple thing, and I suppose we all realise that, but it is moments like that that really do make you realise how important it is.
Sure.